What up?
Hello.
Let's say some failures about.
Yo, what's up? Howdy,
Yo, what is good, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ACS Universe. It is Friday, as you guys already can tell. Thank you guys for showing up and watching the show if you're here. We appreciate it. Friday nights can be busy for some people. And if you chose to spend some of that time watching the show, we really, really appreciate it. Gonna be a good show, man. We're just, it's Friday. Ain't got many topics, but I just wanted to hang out, man. It's what I do on Fridays, man. So whatever comes up. There are some things I did want to hit on, just a bit. I haven't talked about video games in a while, which is something I really love, and I did want to something I'll talk about in a bit. Something at work brought up my thoughts on a certain franchise of video games, and I'll tell you the story in just a bit. Yeah. But we'll talk about that, and some gray stuff out there. Some things there. We got Project Justice League Part 2 trailer and shit. We're going to take a look at it and talk a bit about it. There's been some more tweets. Obviously, on Four Nerds last night, we talked about a lot of stuff, and
it's being talked about across the world.
Across the world, it is indeed, and we will take a look at some of that because it is, and it's good to see that it's it's good to see it popping up on all sorts of websites and things of that nature. Yeah. And also, we had a little something. And like I said, we did mention we talked about this a bit last night on Four Nerds. Ben Affleck, Batfleck is he's hanging out with his boy Jason. Yeah. And there's some happenings there. There's some happenings there that I did want to discuss. Also, we'll talk about because my last show on Friday, it was pre-Comic-Con. We didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. We had our guesses of what we thought or whatever. And now that Comic-Con has happened and it's gone, it's almost a week behind us. We'll talk about a couple of things that came out of that and whatever else comes up, man. So, chat, feel free to throw questions at us, whatever. Dawson, how you doing, man?
Doing good. I got to say, your intro where it shows Watchmen for a split second reminded me of a bone I have to pick with my little brother.
Go ahead.
So on one of my many trips I had over the past month and a half.
Sabbatical,
yes. I finally got the chance to show my little brother the ultimate cut of Watchmen. Mm-hmm. And then right afterwards, he proceeded to finish reading the entire Watchmen book in 2 days. After 3 years of begging him to read the book. I've been telling him, Brigham, read this. It's one of the greatest graphic novels ever written.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'll get to it. I was like, no. Read it. And then after I showed him the movie, he read the book, and lo and behold, he freaking loves it.
Of course.
It's like I told you for 3 freaking years.
Yeah.
Read the book.
Anyway, just for that, you know what? Later on, we'll watch the Watchmen trailer just because that movie's fire. The
Shame
movie
on you, Brigham.
Yeah. Brigham, take his advice when he tells you to reach it because it's normally fire. Phil, how you doing?
I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I was looking through my memories, and guess what cropped up?
What's that?
You know what? It's been 1 year since you and I have seen the Suicide Squad.
Oh, that's right. We did see it early.
1 year ago today. That's right. We saw it a week early. Didn't pay for the tickets.
Nope.
And Anthony and I, we were sitting here. We were sitting here, but it was like a Thursday. So we came from
no. It was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
It was a Tuesday. Yeah.
So we were the only two who had seen it, and we're sitting on the Four Nerds like
that was a year ago.
That was a year ago.
Holy
1 year ago.
Crap.
Yeah. If it's one thing, and that reminds me, if you haven't checked out the Four Nerds episode from last night, episode 100, obviously a milestone. We had a great time. Stream was absolutely fire. We talked about a lot of stuff, brought up a lot of old memories, and it was great, man. It was great. It was good to spend that time with you guys. But when you say that, Phil, it does. Like, certain moments in this thing, it's hard to believe that before May of 2020 wasn't live streaming. This dude wasn't. I wasn't live. All my videos were pre-recorded, and then we just, I just did reactions and things of that nature. But then after that is when I met you guys. Like as far as the fandom goes, that led to me meeting a lot of other people in the fandom that did the same thing that I like to do, and so this is what become of it. So that's over 2 years ago.
Yeah,
happened.
I mean, 100% of my content nowadays is pretty much just live streaming now. I used to edit videos all the time, and it was exhausting, but it was good work. But like at the same time, live streaming where it's at, man.
For me, it's a little bit like balancing my time between doing this with you guys and then doing my 2 podcasts that I have. Like, because after this, I got to record another episode with Craig. We're finally putting out another episode of the Eternal Night. He's had a lot of shit going on. I've had a lot of shit going on, but
nice.
We had a lot of Batman stuff to talk about, like a fucking lot.
Have you guys talked about Batman the Night yet?
No, we have a literal fuck ton of shit to catch up on when it comes to Batman. Like, we're gonna talk about the Gotham Knights trailer for the CW. We're gonna, because nobody's talking about it, but we haven't talked about it, so we're gonna kind of clown on it a little bit.
Nice.
Whenever you talk about Batman the Night, let me know.
If we get around to doing like specific comics and stuff, I'll give you a ring. But we got a lot of stuff like David Warner, obviously the news, Ben Affleck, Harley Quinn. Like we got a lot. Like I've got a lot of stuff on the docket we got to talk about.
That's what I haven't seen the first 3 episodes of Harley Quinn yet. I see, Phil, you were watching them last night. What'd you think,
bro? That shit had me fucking rolling. Oh my God. It was so funny. Like the way that they do some stuff. Oh my God. It was just comic. Matter of fact, it was probably the funniest thing I've seen James Gunn in a long time.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is in one of those episodes. He is indeed. And let's check with the chat real quick. We got V in the house. What's good, man? Yes, Fire Fridays. Andrew, what up? What up, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Scott, what's good, man? Where's the Rock? I don't know, man. If you ask about it, I'm not. But appreciate you stopping through. Nonetheless, I wish I knew who he was, and I wish we were on that type of level where he was just like, yo, I'm chilling right now. I'm like, cool, man. Come on the show. Not the case, though. He says he's on the bench.
I need to get The Rock to sign a copy of the Scorpion King for me.
Just send it to Georgia.
You know what? I actually found out on eBay that there was from Dark Horse Comics. There was a 2-issue run of a Scorpion King comic series.
Wow.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
So
just 2 issues and it was out.
I believe so. Yeah, but let's just say that's going to be added as soon as I can.
I mean, that's more love to a franchise than James Cameron ever gave Avatar. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
Avatar's gotten some comic series.
Really?
Yeah, several actually.
I did not know that.
Through Dark Horse Comics. There's actually one coming out right now.
I stand corrected. Holy shit.
In between the 2 movies or what
so
is it?
There were some that came out right after the movie came out through Dark Horse Comics, and then they actually no, it was the story of the guy who was supposed to be with Neytiri, the hunter guy. It was a story about him, his sort of origins and how he came to be who he is. Then now there's one that takes place before the first Avatar movie, where there's like an illness. It's kind of like a like how when the colonizers came and a lot of illnesses spread through the Native American communities. There's a very similar story happening in that comic storyline where their interactions with humans gets them sick somehow. They haven't really found out the reason for it, but I'm kind of guessing that's what they're going for. But they've done a couple different things with the Avatar franchise. So
nice. Well, so I mean, obviously, we're
you're wrong, Phil.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
I will say when it comes to that, I know I've spoken at length, and I think come Christmas time, it's gonna get, because it was a thing to where like when there was when Shazam shifted its release date or Shazam 2, and I was just always like, look, Avatar, as amazing as that movie is, it happened a long time ago. And so like a, you know what I mean? Like it just seemed to me like I don't know if the fan base is still there for it. I mean, obviously it is now that I've realized once the last trailer came out, there's a lot of people who's still on board, and I'm still there for it, but I didn't know that it was something that would make you want to,
I mean,
change your release date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah. We talked about it. I mean, I'm not in the camp of it being overtly something I'm going to watch that day. Obviously, my money's going towards Shazam, Fury of the Gods. That movie looks awesome, especially after the last trailer they dropped at Comic-Con, which is like the smallest W they could have gotten.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, like I'm with you. Like I don't see the audience that was there 13, 14 years ago showing back up now and giving this movie the same kind of profitable turnout that it had back then. I just don't see the $1 billion happening with this movie. The movie would have to be on the same scale in terms of quality and audience reaction as Top Gun Maverick, and I just don't see it. And I don't know what it is. It might be my pessimistic view of James Cameron as a whole. It might be my own uninterest in that movie initially. I just don't see it. But if it happens, I won't be that surprised because crazier things have happened. Like, I mean, we were talking about Top Gun Maverick and how much movie that can make. And I remember a certain select few people were like, it won't crack 600 million. It won't make 7. Oh, guess what, bitches? It made over $1 billion.
It's been at the top of this year.
Like it's almost 700 million domestically alone.
Yeah. It's ruling the box office of this year for sure. That is and good on it because the movie is fire. Like Top Gun Maverick is I remember, and I I remember saying it several times. Right after when the credits started rolling, I was like, the perfect movie does exist, because this shit was like, and it's look, it's an anomaly because when you talk about Top Gun, it's like, how do you do that? This movie came out early 80s, fire movie, right? Top Gun, and it is almost the quintessential 80s movie. And I mean, you have if you're talking about different genres, you might have the Goonies in there and other things like that. But like when you're talking about like what Top Gun represents, it is like, if you go back and watch the first Top Gun, anytime you go back, it's literally screams 80s fire.
It's so 80s, it sometimes hurts.
Well, it doesn't hurt me. No, it doesn't hurt, but I'm just saying it's fire, but it's on a level that like only that decade could bring when it came to, you know what I'm saying?
The only part that hurts, that I mean by when it hurts, is every time it goes dun 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 dun, like 5 freaking times. That's what I mean by it's so 80s it hurts, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's dope, and to replicate that on a bigger level, because it's been very, very publicized. Tom Cruise, his only movie that he's ever made, he's been in a lot of fire movies, fire career, Mission Impossible. He's never had $1 billion movie until this one. So
that blew my mind.
Yes, it did. It was the first time I saw it, I almost immediately went and tried to Google it, but then I was like, whoever made this statement, they probably did the research for me, so I might not need to go back and Google, wait a minute, Tom Cruise didn't have $1 billion, because that's a bold statement for somebody to just come out and say, yo, this is Tom Cruise's first $1 billion movie. And it is. Over his illustrious career, fire actor, like I just said. And so that's like, do it.
I would not at all be surprised if Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 and 2 reach that milestone as well. Because they played that trailer almost exclusively in front of Top Gun Maverick.
Yes,
right.
Did, yeah.
And that movie, to its credit, looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Christopher McQuarrie's back in the director's chair. You got Haley Atwell in that movie. You got oh shit, who is it Javier Bard? No, it's not Javier Bardem. It's Isai Morales, dude, who played Deathstroke in Titans. He's in it too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm fucking sold on that movie, dude. Like,
dude.
I remember when I was talking to Christopher McQuarrie in like direct messages, and I asked him about like, hey, Mission Impossible 7 and 8. I'm just kind of curious, and all he told me was, we're cooking up something great for you all, and I was like, you got me.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I'm sold with the just the
Are we just gonna shadow the fact that Phil just said he talked personally with Chris McQuarrie?
It was a couple years ago. It was before the pandemic. It was like 2018. It was right around the time that Superman movie may or may not have been pitched to WB.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things were had in this conversation. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. Don't get in trouble, man. Keep it there. But yeah. No. I'm sold. Mission Impossible. Same. Christopher McQuarrie, who's been there for the last. I'm so it doesn't matter for me because if you've been watching the greatest scenes of all time, I literally that was one of when I was coming up with the concept for that thing. That was one of the first things that popped in my head was the scene in Virginia at Langley was because that shit is so well done. Obviously not the same directorship, but it's still Tom Cruise, it's still Mission Impossible. But like I was sold from then until now. Obviously, the second one, I always say that's probably the weakest one to me out of the entire franchise, but it's still good, and I still watch it whenever possible. Like, so those movies are fire. So like, I'm sold on that shit. So yeah, no. As far as this year, yeah. Top Gun is. I don't know if that's a hard thing, man. Top Gun is Top Gun hits beats that are. No movie hits all the beats, right? You might have the Father's Day movie, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you have a movie that might come out and it's more geared for Father's Day or for action or for this and that. Nothing hits it all like Top Gun does, and it's been phenomenal to just watch it, like the box office just rise as it's like, oh, like I just mentioned, here comes Father's Day weekend. We're going to dominate again because that's what they've been doing since towards the end of May when that movie came out. Let me hit the chat up real quick. Nah, I see Joey saying this San Francisco. He's talking about The Rock. He said, "Where's The Rock?" Yeah. That movie's fire.
Hilarious.
There might be a scene from there that I like a lot too. And he said, "Bay can mess with the reality sometimes." True. Yes. He said that. What up, Joey? Was good. Hey, there we go. I guess they talking about me jumping in. Droga, I got you, Droga. Let's see, Dwayne, we love you. Number one fan. What? Who is Dwayne in the chat? Because I'm not. Relax, B. Whatever.
You just gotta claim your place as the interim Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Firmbird Entertainment, what up though? What's good? Ben Affleck, yes, we will talk about that in just a bit. Okay, Joey, relax just a little bit. I don't know if anybody said that. He said, wait, yo, what's good, man? We're chilling. Red Rover, y'all are fucking wild. And V says, Joey, what's good, my guy? What's good, everybody? What's this? I watched the Omen Cut. My dad recently thought the Black Freighter stuff was unnecessary. The Black Freighter stuff is
no.
Bro, let me tell you something. And that brings me to something else. And you know what? I'm gonna find it real quick. But before I do want to bring up that this thing right here. Look, we're all. I brought the book up. If you're fans of the graphic novel Watchmen, obviously it's one of the greatest things, not just when you're talking about comic books, it's one of the greatest things written ever. Like it just hits on like a lot of fucking levels when it comes to Dawson's about to grab his. Damn, dude, how cold is your house? You got on jeans and a hoodie? There you go.
Damn.
Nice.
How about that?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cute.
If those disappear when I visit you next weekend, don't worry.
My office will be locked the entire time. So hell no.
You know I'm a cat burglar, right?
Yeah. Yo, what I did was I was asking Dawson, dude, how cold is it in your house? You got on a hoodie and jeans, bro?
I like it chilly.
I do too, but like I run so hot that I have on t-shirt and shorts, and I'm
plus I usually like a lot of times I'll just wear a hoodie without a shirt underneath.
Oh,
you know, it's just nice. I like hoodies.
That's how you get sweat stains on hoodies, my guy.
I don't care. I like hoodies. Okay, I wear deodorant. I restrict that from happening.
Excuse me,
Mister. I didn't know Avatar was made into comics.
What Drogo's comment is, so this is, I have this, the Ultimate. This is,
I still need a physical copy of that. I have a digital, but I
this is it's absolutely incredible, man. it's a thing to where like if your first experience with Watchmen, because a lot of people their first experience was the movie, and things that happened after that, or the new damn it, what was it? The Doomsday Clock series that DC put out and stuff like that. So like if your first experience was the book, which mine was, there's a lot of shit that's in there that's like that makes the story fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the Black Freighter stuff is absolutely like, I can't even think of the word Watchmen without thinking of the Black Freighter stuff that they put in that story. Because like, it's incredible.
Here's my take on the Black Freighter thing. I think it's absolutely necessary because it's a great summarization of what's happening in the story. It's people with good intentions committing atrocities and horrors in pursuit of something better. I mean, there's a couple of characters that fit into this perfectly. Rorschach trying to make the world a better place, but is pretty much a menace in the process. And, is very merciless. Ozymandias in his own twisted way is trying to create a more peaceful and united world. He commits massive atrocities to do that. You have also the comedian, not necessarily as good intentioned, but at the end of the day is still fighting for something, right? And ends up, killing a pregnant woman that he impregnated, or like doing all sorts of different things to kids in war. Like, it's a story of flawed people trying to do things that they think are right and doing awful things in the process. So it fits the narrative and the tone very, very well. So Droga, your dad's wrong.
But I just want to throw this up. If you haven't seen it's long. Of course, it's long. It's 4+ hours, bro. You're watching Watchmen 4 hours. Whenever I do sit down to watch this, I find it to be absolutely fucking fire and enjoyable. Like the time just flies, and then I'm done. I'm like, damn, do I need to watch it again? Maybe not. But I did want to bring it up just because of Axel's comment about is that the Black Freighter shit just work.
Also, Axel, get this Watchmen Noir, get it. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah,
because it's fire.
Get that.
Get it at your local stores.
It won't be down after this week. All right. Let's see. The Watchmen trailer showed it in front of the Dark Knight. Mind blowing to me, bro. It did. Scott was good. Oh man, I remember. Well, that's right. I do remember this now. The trailer dropped. I was on my second deployment. First deployment. I was on my first deployment, and one of my NCOs handed me the book, and I had read it one time when I was young. So like, there's just no understanding there. I was too young to like understand it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just remember the visuals and the characters and things like that. And then so he's like, "Yo," he handed me the graphic novel. He's like, "Read it again, man." So I did, and it's so weird that he did that. And look, this is back in the day. Is internet isn't what it is now. There weren't no trailer announcers or anything. So like, the trailer literally dropped a week after he handed me the book, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Check this out!" And we watched it, and we were just floored by just what we saw that Snyder was able to do with the book that people said could never be adapted to screen.
Yeah,
they did say that, and
Alan Moore even said that.
Yeah, he did, and that's what I'm saying is like, he was able to do it in a way, and obviously there's some big changes he made. The end of the movie, obviously there's not a squid, there's an explosion or whatever. Yeah. But I thought all of that made sense why those specific changes were made. And
I mean, if he had done the squid thing, the ultimate cut of the movie would have been about 4.5 hours long.
Yeah,
because of all the extra stuff they needed to do in there to prepare that. Because like, I reread through Watchmen recently, and the deluxe edition that I have has like the companion with it with all the different stories and in it and stuff to read. And there's so much detail in there. Like, there's a ongoing storyline intermingled with like news articles about comic writers and stuff like that, where you see the story of that writer that helped with the squid come along. Like, oh, this writer and this artist didn't get along in this series about pirates and all that stuff, and talk about that. Then there was a news report or like a police report and stuff like that that mentioned it. Yeah, there's a lot of things you'd have had to do. And so obviously, being ahead of its time, it would have really benefited from being a mini series if they wanted to do all of that and actually flesh out the full story the way that it is in the book. And again, it'd have been probably a 5 to 6 hour mini series.
Yeah, and that's what when you talk about it. I don't know, Phil, if you were about to say the HBO Watchmen series. They
Touching
did
on
it.
the squid. Yeah, they did the
They
squid.
actually did it, and it was fucking fire, dude.
Yeah.
And so, like, I enjoyed both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understood why at the time Snyder, the direction they chose to go with it, because it's still a thing where you can blame it all on Dr. Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? And then the original thing, that concept that was put into the series, which I know you guys love it. I think coming soon, I'm going to do a little deep dive into that series, because I do remember all the talk about, like, once that ended, they were like, "Oh, another season." No. Please refrain from that shit. And I haven't heard that much talk about it in a long time, and that's a good thing. That was it's hard to find a perfect one season series.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
If you do not know what that means, a perfect one season series, find Watchmen on HBO Max, watch the entire season, and then sit back and think to yourself, that was fire. Like, I didn't need this. It doesn't matter what Regina King, what happens after she almost steps into the water at the end. I don't care.
Yeah.
That series was fucking.
It's like you mentioned the change from the squid to Dr. Manhattan. At the end of the day, it still accomplishes the task of making a third party responsible. Because, like, in the book,
millions to save billions.
Right.
Yes.
Like in the book, it's just New York City that gets attacked by the squid. And so it's like, oh, well, it's America being attacked by a third party, so America and Russia come together. Whereas in the movie, it makes it all these major cities have explosions. And so everybody's affected by a third party, which is Dr. Manhattan. And so it still accomplishes the same goal of uniting everybody in a very twisted sense. And so, like, in fact, I did a TikTok recently where I just simply had a picture of Rorschach from the movie and said, this movie's not talked about enough. And some people were like, well, because they clearly misunderstood the book. And I was like, okay. And I literally asked them, like, okay, enlighten me. What do you think the meaning of the book is? It's like, once to what you think it means. Like, okay, sure. I think a big part of it is simply talking about how, or it's a criticism of the superhero genre and how these people actually would be in a real world full of real issues. They'd be really messed up, twisted people.
Yeah.
And like, they responded saying, that's the most common mischaracterization of the idea of Watchmen ever. And I was like, okay, please enlighten me. Tell me what it is in your opinion. They were like, I don't want to waste my time. I was like, okay, so you don't have a point.
Yeah.
It's so freaking stupid. I mean, even Alan Moore has said as much about that.
Right, exactly. Alan Moore even outright says, like, the whole point of me doing Watchmen is to address the fact all these criticisms lobbied against superheroes and how, if power left unchecked, they deal with their consequences in a legitimate way, right?
I mean, it's in the slogan, who watches the Watchmen?
Watchmen, right, exactly. And it's really funny to me because Alan Moore has been, like, super disdainful of anything live action adaptation. He's like, no, it's just a comic book. No, I don't like the movie. No, he probably hasn't even watched the series. And it's like, well, all right, Chief, do you. But regardless, like, the point is, like, Zack Snyder looked at that concept and went, well, how can I adapt this in a way that it also addresses superhero films? Because I'm making this in essence a superhero movie about superheroes addressing their consequences. And what happens with their consequences, right? And what's happened when we hold them accountable, right?
Yeah.
And he even went as far as to, like, change up Ozymandias' costume from that purple robe and, like, that headdress thing, and he gave him, like, a suit with nipples on it as a funny reference to Batman and Forever and Batman and Robin, because that was a ridiculous thing that was done in a superhero movie, and he was like, yeah, I want to do that with Ozymandias, and I was like, that's a fucking brilliant call.
Yeah, and it's also like
the movie.
And it's also funny because I hear a lot of people say, well, Alan Moore didn't sign on for the movie, so therefore it's not. He did the same thing for V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Like, his name is not associated with that, as far as I understand. He's not mentioned in the credits. He didn't want that as well. It's his book. So what, does he hate V for Vendetta too? Is that
probably? Actually, I think he does.
Probably does, but did he, like, hate it with such disdain, like Watchmen people claim with Watchmen, you know what I mean? And it's just funny. I always find those conversations interesting because
Alan Moore's up there in age. I imagine he probably hates a lot of shit. Just because of the fact he's rightful old fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, get off my property.
It's actually a little bit more like, get the hell off my fucking property before I smack the fuck out of you with my cane. Because he's English. He's from England,
right.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you ever see a picture of the dude? He just looks old and spiteful. It really wouldn't surprise me if he just hates shit out of spite now.
What's up, Nerd Costa Nostra? What's up, my man?
Where they? Let's see. No, hold on. The Gotham Knights. I didn't see it. Let's see. In Australia, yo, what's good? What's good, homie? What's good? What's good? I'm watching Deadpool 2. Yo, it was pretty. Not as good. Yeah, I would go ahead and say not as good as the first one, hands down. Let's see.
My favorite thing about Deadpool 2 is the trailer for the ultimate version of it. Once Upon a Deadpool.
That's not the ultimate version of that movie.
And I know, but the trailer for it, where they make fun of Nickelback and then start singing Nickelback at the end, I freaking love that trailer so freaking much. It's the greatest trailer ever.
What up, TX Voodoo? What's good? Let's see. Rewatch the Batman today. I'm gonna check out Harley Quinn. Yeah, watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. What up? We'll stop by and say what's good, Neil? What up, homie? What up, man? Let me know if you want a link, bro. Yo, let's see. The only other movie, let alone comic book, I can make a billion is Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I think that's yeah, I have a weird theory about that movie. If we get to it, we do, and I'll put it out there.
You want to see something funny?
What's that?
You guys all know Aaron Bailey, right?
Yeah. Fire artist.
Tell me, this version of Obi-Wan on this comic cover doesn't look like Aaron Bailey.
That looks a lot like Aaron Bailey.
Yeah,
tell me it doesn't.
Yo, Aaron, if you're out there watching, did he do that? Because he's an artist, so he might have fucking.
He does edits of photos. I don't think he does drawings, but that's hilarious. I saw that.
That's pretty funny.
Show it.
He said dogs and cats live together, man. Indeed, that's what's happening in my house right now. My house is always mass hysteria. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and
is this true? Yes. This man has no dick.
What?
What?
I know it's from Dumb and Dumber, but my mind associated with Ghostbusters. So I was like, you know what? Ghostbusters, let's go.
Random. I'm gonna say hello, Dwayne Johnson. I'm not Dwayne Johnson. He said, "How does it feel to be shadowed?" I don't know what you mean because I'm not Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, hit the like, man. Hit the like. 80s and 90s is where it's at. Yes, always. It's a thing, man. Like that period of time was like. It's ridiculous to like look back on it and think about like, yo, that shit was crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy now to like watch it and also be with this technology that we're even able to do what we're doing right now. Shit wasn't there fucking 20 years ago, and we're just like, yo,
right.
And East Side was fire in La Bamba, bro. Mm-hmm. What up, Prima? What's good? What's good, man?
Prima.
He said another Tom Cruise sweep is coming. Hey,
damn right.
That's what he does. Right now I'm watching The Rock. Yo, that movie is fire, dude. I can't touch there's a series of films, and I not trying to plug my fandom, but I am a Green Bay Packers fan.
I was about to ask you about this.
Aaron Rodgers, which let me find it real quick. He showed up to the first day of training camp, and he was dressed like Cameron Poe, bro. Like literally, and it was the most fire thing that I think I've seen as far as, because look, people show up to training camp and they just like to have fun with it because it's getting ready for a long and now a 17 game season, and you do what you do, man. And let's see, what the fuck is it at? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Let me show this shit real quick. He showed up. This is it. Yeah, here we go. So Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, Green Bay Packers, my team. I'm a Packers fan. Been for fucking 20 some odd years. Showed up at training camp dressed like Cameron Poe. Obviously, Nicolas Cage's character from Con Air, which like. If you saw my post on social media, literally watch Con Air that night.
That is hilarious.
Literally, like I watched Con Air that night that shit came out. I was like, I'm watching it. Con Air went off, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Gone in 60 seconds. Really? Gone in 60 seconds. Movies that Nicolas Cage. Yeah, movies that Nicolas Cage made from that era, fire.
They're untouchable. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just good. And they're like almost to the point where, like, at the time you could have considered, like, oh, this is mine. Go ahead.
Did you see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
No, that's it, man.
Oh my god, dude, you have to watch that movie. I'm telling you, you have to watch The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent because they allude to everything that Nicolas Cage has done, Con Air especially. So yes, by all means, if you get the chance, my guy, watch that shit.
If not later on tonight, tomorrow, I will be fucking yes. But so he did that, and literally in that era, he was just king and shit, man. And it's almost to the point where like you look back, and at the time they're probably like, yo, his movies came out in summer. It's mindless summer movies. Nah, his shit was like, even when I would watch Gone in 60 Seconds, I was like, you know how smart this movie is? How like really, really.
I hope that when Aaron Rodgers was at training camp, I hope he was like, okay, you are going to run a post, and you're going to run a flag, and you're going to run all the way.
If he didn't on the field, if he didn't looking like that, if he didn't, get the fuck out of here. No. That's it's
like you're going to run a Z route.
I just thought that was caution. Yeah, and it really took off. Like I saw it everywhere that day, and I was just like, "Yo, this is dope." And obviously, you saw where like even Desmond Howard was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Anthony Beltre, I'm just gonna say I don't agree with your last comment. He said Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated player ever. There's so many other overrated players.
I'm not listening to him. He likes to do it. Yeah. What did you say? Special? Is it? Relax, Andre. Relax. What is up though? What's good? Maybe he shows a little ankle. Who you talking about showing some ankle? Did I skip some comments?
That was me.
Neil. Wait. Say he's a never nude. Oh, peep that Watchmen book. Hey man. Oh, you talking about the one Dawson has? I haven't read that one.
Yeah, you're a little behind in the comments a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine though. Reverse Commando. What happened? Did you? Oh, you took your hat off. Why did it say Reverse Commando?
Because when I stood up, you guys were commenting on my hoodie and jeans.
Oh,
and all that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you. Let's see. He said you were in elementary school when the Batman vs Superman teaser trailer. Bro, that shit was fire.
I was in college when that trailer hit.
Yeah, you know what? I feel some trailers coming on. We're gonna watch a couple trailers tonight. If I get clapped, hey yo.
Because the trailer came out in 2015, right?
Correct.
I was a senior in high school.
Came out 4/20, April 15th. April 2015. See, I almost fucked the date up there.
Wait a minute. Which one? Which one though? So there was
Batman vs Superman. It was the they were doing the IMAX screening trailer event for it. The trailer leaked early, but then they showed the trailer. They released, like Zack Snyder officially released it and was like full trailer, not blurry, coming 2016. And I remember very distinctly what I was doing that day because I was with two friends getting exquisitely stoned, and I pulled up the trailer as I was getting ready to leave for work.
Yeah.
Back in my pot smoking days, no longer the case.
Cameron Throw, good one. I'll take that one, Joey. Yo, I'll take that one for $200. That means you owe me $200 for staying on the stream. I'll just fuck with you. Let's see. Like I'm saying, too much on it for these. They need to tweak the see. Yeah, there's a lot of work. I'm sure they're probably around the clock, and there's also my wife says I can hear Aaron talk the Nick Cage voice. No, and here's the thing.
You're going to do a fade in the back of the end zone.
You have to be a watcher of instant replay during football season to hear my thought. Aaron Rodgers pisses me off. Motherfucker, I'm not going to go into it, but this dude pisses me. He is, yes, but I love him because he's fucking fire. But at the same time, he did show up at a press conference one time with the dude's sweater on. I was like, dude, I was mad at you for 5 seconds. Nah, it's fine. Like he had on the sweater, the fucking tan sweater with the brown, shit on it, like the exact replica of Finbar says, "What you puffing on, Phil?"
It is called BSX series. I think the flavor is guava ice, and it comes with pink lemonade, guava, and juicy pineapple, which is ironic because I fucking hate pineapple.
Marcus, relax. True, got more rings. I will give him that. Got 3 more rings than Aaron Rodgers does, so I'll give him that shit. Relax, Anthony. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Emma, what's good? Emma, it shows up on Instant Replay. I was 13 or 14. I don't have a clue what's in American school years.
8th, 7th, 8th grade. Somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
she's across the pond, man. She just randomly showed up on an episode of Instant Replay one day. Been back ever since. I don't. She doesn't even like football. She just likes the commentary, I guess, which we appreciate a lot. But like I said, I'm going to show this because you guys got me in the mood. Watch this shit, which is absolutely fucking fire.
Let's go.
Ooh, is this trailer? Yes, indeed. I like I always say, there's a link down below for Twitch. If they ever clap us for some reason, you want to go to Twitch, continue watching the show, do so, because sometimes they, even though I barely make dimes off this stuff, they tend to clap me. I'm like, yo, I'm just
YouTube does. The YouTube does.
Yes, they do indeed. But here we go. Here is Watchmen official trailer. Wait a minute, why does it say Zack Snyder super movie? Okay. Anyway, let's watch this one. If it's not the right one, we're gonna, we'll switch gears. But here we go. Y'all hear that?
Yep.
All right. This scene, fire.
Bridget Citrone.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
Oof.
Oh man.
Dude.
Watchmen. One of us died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
John thinks that there's going to be a nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way? So we can't do anything to stop it.
Oof.
An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Watchmen are over. What do you suggest we do about it?
Retribution.
We can save this world.
Oh, that shot of Rorschach.
Dude, so fucking dope, man.
Why would I save the world? I no longer have any stake in.
Do it.
Billy Crudup, man. One hell of a performance there.
Seriously. Golly.
Damn.
Dude, it's so fucking dope.
The world will look up and shout, "Save us!" And I'll whisper, "No."
Oh. Yes. So freaking good. So
I remember watching that movie for the first time and thinking to myself, like, damn, I wish he'd do a Batman movie.
Yo, yes.
there's no words. Like that trailer was perfect tone for that. My gosh.
Perfect trailer for a damn near perfect adaptation. Holy shit.
Seriously.
Listen, this is, look, this movie made hashtag jizz my
Jizz in my pants.
Oh man. B with yo, I'm gonna tell you, man. There's and look, I'm 45 years old, man. I'm not afraid to tell you how old I am. I've been around for a minute, seen a lot of shit, man. Read a lot of comic books, seen a lot of movies, I've been around for a minute, bro. And I will say this. I challenge any director, I don't care who you are, to try to take that book and do better than he did with that book.
Seriously.
That shit. Like literally, there are certain times where you can open that book and hold it up to the screen, and it's fucking
the exact same thing.
And also, it's not just let me get the visuals correct. It's let me purvey the message of the movie, and you get that entire thing. The entire last act of that film, when they find Ozymandias in his little fucking winter, whatever the fuck he has, they even put the dog in there. His dog. I saw that in the movie. Like literally, I was already impressed all the way up until that point. when I saw that, I was like, spare no expense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
spare, miss no detail. We are going to put this book in front of you in a format that you can watch.
And you know what's funny about the visuals you were just talking about?
Yeah.
A lot of people say because the movie looked so good. A lot of people say like, well, it means they're glorifying the stuff these characters are doing. Just because a scene looks good doesn't mean it glorifies Jack Squad.
No.
In fact, it's achieving the opposite. It's making you conflicted in yourself. You want to like these characters, but you shouldn't. That was the whole freaking point.
Yeah. Dude, it's it's such a fucking good like adaptation, dude. Like, when do these things? It's very far in between when you see something like this. And like I mentioned earlier, considering that everyone probably told Zach, yo, you can't do that. Like not that like not morally he shouldn't do it because it's a renowned, like very loved movie. They just said it's impossible to put on the screen.
Yeah,
and he did that shit. Yeah, that's and in the trailer, it didn't show it in this one, but the first trailer that I saw, as soon as I saw the owl come out of the water, I was like, wait a minute, paused it, opened the book up to that exact page and said, okay, let's go. It's just, I don't know. It's fire. So if anybody's out there watching and you haven't seen Watchmen,
dude,
I don't know what to tell you. It's almost, as far as comic book / superhero films go, it's way up there, dude.
Oh,
it is. And the fact that, like I was saying, the message that the book is trying to purvey, it is in the movie. You can't miss it. It is there if you know what you look for. You know,
and you have to watch either the director's cut or the ultimate cut of it.
Oh, the ultimate.
The ultimate cut is the book.
Yeah, it is. It is.
For real. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see back at what's good. Watchmen. It was too. It is. It was.
Agreed.
I will agree with that. I mean, people saying using knockoff Batman instead of no. I heard those exact things as well. Knockoff Batman. Like I was like, no. Have you read the actual book? Yeah. Whatever. Let's see, Chuck. What's good, man? So you guys remember the opening credits of Watchmen? We're supposed to not out safe, bro. I would play that because, as fire as that movie is, that's my favorite entire scene in the movie. And I've already, I have the greatest scenes, and it is one of the greatest scenes. But they will clap the socks off me if I try to play that shit. So I can never do it. Maybe on my Patreon and shit, but there's no way I could ever do that scene. There's no better way to introduce the audience to what has taken place and oh shit, what the fuck? What's his name? His book. Hollis
Mason.
Yes, Hollis Mason's book. The stuff that's in his book that they show. There's excerpts of it in the Watchmen book. But like, there's no better way to show you that book than Zack Snyder's intro.
When that scene started, the whole opening thing with the times they are changing, and I was showing it to my little brother, he looked at me and he's like, "This is like the greatest intro ever." I was like, "Right?" Because it is.
The irony in that is like, when he pitched it to the studio, like it was in the script, they wanted to do it that way. The studio was like, you can't do this. And they told him no. And he was like, you know what? To hell with that. Takes it out of the script, but then proceeds to shoot it for the film, gets it in, and well, here we are.
Yeah. I wish I could find the video. There's the Snyder's Amazons it was Cole and then Nerd Queen and stuff, and Meg was on there, and a couple of the others. A couple years ago, they had Zach come on and they were fielding questions for the audience, and my question was about that. And they brought my question up, and Zach went and got his storyboard book and opened it and like proceeded to go through all the storyboards for the intro, which I almost had a heart attack, but
oh man.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No.
If I'm gonna get clapped for something on YouTube, I'd rather it not be that shit.
No.
The irony in that is they probably wouldn't even clap us for that. I was hoping. Let's see. I want to see was a 9 years old now. Max, I'm never forget that moment. You talk about Watchmen. Yeah, that shit's fire. That shit's fire.
Holy freaking crap.
Yeah, there is a trailer for that. There is a trailer.
Yes, there is.
It's probably on YouTube. It's probably is. So I don't even know where we are right now with the show. We just went on a tangent. We're talking about Watchmen, and we do.
Nerd Costa Nostra asked us a question about the Grace Randolph thing.
Okay. Where's it? Okay.
It was at 8:40 p.m. I can just read it for you.
Okay.
Says, serious question. Do you all think Zack Snyder feels a bit betrayed by the blonde troll Grace Randolph? It seems like she was for ZSJL, then quickly switched camps.
Oh, here we go. See. Do we think Zack Snyder feels? I don't think he. Honestly, I don't think he cares. Honestly, I don't know, and we asked ourselves this question several times before Zack Snyder's Justice League actually got released on HBO Max. As far as Grace was getting all these exclusive interviews, and we're like, but why though? You know what I'm saying? It's for some of us, it just didn't make sense considering stuff she said in the past or whatever.
Yeah.
As far as I don't think he might not even seen it, man. I don't know.
He barely is on Twitter unless he makes announcements of stuff on.
Yes, exactly. And I don't, I'm on Vero, and I don't see that's mostly where Zach that's the space he habitats as far as social media goes.
Plus, people have said far worse things about him, so that's the least of his concerns. Honestly,
yeah. And I'm guessing they're talking about the fact that which is what we'll get into right now, is that the fact that Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa shared pictures on his Instagram of him and Ben Affleck, obviously chilling, which means, Ben Affleck is going to reprise his role, his ultimate role as this cat right here, in Aquaman 2. And, it's fire. I think we talked about it last night, and we were just like, it's okay, relax, Marcus. All right. See, seems like she was there for, no, I think, I don't know. Maybe it's just the information she's been given. I have zero idea. I don't really watch Grace's stuff that much. When I see Grace's stuff is when people retweet it or they send it in group chats or whatever. So because I earlier today I talked to Andre. Andre called me, and I didn't even know that she does live streams. I thought it was all just pre-recorded videos that she does. So apparently she
does member streams, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah. He definitely said if you're a member, you can comment. You can watch it, but you can't comment unless you're a member or some shit like that.
How convenient.
But my thing with the whole Grace Randolph stuff is that there's a lot of people going after her and stuff like that. And it's at first and foremost, don't go after people. Disagree civilly, but don't go after people. I will say there was one thing that she said that I actually do agree with to a certain extent. And it was one of her tweets she did today. It was earlier at 1 o'clock or something. Or was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. What's the date today? I don't even know.
Today's the 29th.
29th, yeah.
So it was today. The tweet was, "You Snyder fans are all getting played. I'm trying to help you retain some dignity, but that's cool. Do you? The Snyderverse is never coming back, in large part because of many of you are so toxic. You made your own bed." I don't necessarily agree with the last part of it. I think that's an over-exaggeration of things. But the part where she says, "You Snyder fans are all getting played," I think has some merit to it, at least from what I've seen. Because, we had the whole thing with Jim Lee talking to Comic-Con about how there's no plans to continue Zack Snyder's story and all of that. That's kind of a definitive statement for the most part, although we do have the whole Alan Horn thing happening, so who knows where that goes.
Yeah.
But as far as the Ben Affleck stuff, I do agree with the idea of Snyder fans getting kind of played a little bit, and here's why. Warner Bros. At this point knows that the Snyderverse fandom is a very devout and a very, just a very devout fandom. And also they like to cling on to things for hope because they've been doing that for the past 4 years when they came to the Snyder Cut. Every little thing meant something, and every little thing led to another. There's threads connecting all over the place. And so I think Warner Brothers has caught on to that. And so they know that, hey, if we include small little things here and there that are nods to the Snyderverse, but don't actually keep doing it, these people still come to the theater to see these movies, even if we're not necessarily giving them what they want, right? All in hopes of something. And so in that way, I think her statement of Snyderverse fans are getting played is at least some degree accurate. That's just my take. Not everybody jumping all at once.
Yeah, no, no, you good. No, I feel you to that extent. Yeah. Look, I've always stood by the only a Sith speaks in absolute.
Right.
So like I never come on stuff and I'm always like, this is definitely gonna happen. God damn it, I guarantee. I never do that because when it doesn't happen, guess what happens to your cheeks? They get they get clapped up. People will remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so like I, for her to come out, I know I don't remember how long ago it was, but when she did say that, I got him. Gotcha. I got you, Dawson. But if she's coming out and saying like he's never doing this and he's never, and then he does, it's a thing to where like, look, I try to I hold myself to a certain standard. Like if I'm wrong about something, I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I have zero problem doing so. Just because that's just how
what you do.
Yeah, that's if somebody, and so like she can't do it. I don't guess because she's kind of I don't know what to take from the tweet she put out, but it's just like
that's the part where I definitely understand the criticisms about her, like her freaking out, like what the heck?
L. Just say yes, I accept this L. Matter of fact, take a picture of yourself with a fucking L. And keep it so that every time you're wrong, and I guarantee you won't catch as much flack as the next person if you're just going to willingly say I was wrong and move along. But if you're you know what I'm saying? Oh well, you know what? Well, just just take the L, man. It's not as bad as it might seem beforehand. Just say I was wrong. I apologize. I was wrong, and move along with whatever you're doing, your content creation and things of that nature. Because that's the best way. It's always the best way, man. It's just take it, man. Just take it. And as far as
people appreciate a humble and honest person that's willing to admit when they're wrong. They do.
They do. It is. Let's see. What he says. I was looking for a beats to ban. What are you talking about? What did Jose say? Well, yeah.
Oh, do you even vape, bro?
Also, I said, do you even vape? Yeah, he does, man. He's clouding it up right now.
I got something for Grace Roundoff. Just give me a second.
Go ahead. Yeah, no. Go ahead. By all means. Yeah.
Look.
Oh,
this woman was so fucking butthurt that she did not get the inside skinny on the fact Ben Affleck was going to be in fucking Aquaman. She really went on a fucking tirade over the last 24 hours of these Snyder fans are getting played. Dollar store Barbie, shut the fuck up. I am so sick and fucking tired of this woman. Man, I'm glad that bitch blocked me today. I'm tired of her shit, man. I don't give a man.
That was quite the magic trick.
It
was. To hell with her. Sorry, Anthony. I'm just.
No, you're good. Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're among friends.
I know. You are.
I'm gonna need to.
Also, this dude better he better relax when I bring him on this motherfucker. Axel, you relaxed?
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I was just reading this because we were talking about Watchmen. You guys were talking about Watchmen, and this is the only book I have. So
yeah. You need to get. You got Watchmen?
No, I mean my school library has it, so I'm like, yeah.
That's an awesome library. My school
library.
Yeah,
I know.
Have that.
Wait. You said your school library has Watchmen?
Yeah, bro. Like they've got the before Watchmen stuff as well. So I'm like, and what? I mean, I didn't really read that. Yeah, they're all right, but like the Watchmen is. Yeah.
The Ozymandias before Watchmen story is
that one's good.
Pretty dang good. One. I like that one. That and the Crimson Courser.
Grace can't even comb her hair properly, and I'm supposed to take her. Hey, man, the way she gets. Yes, relaxal. There we go. So anyway, let's move right along. We'll bring this up right here. This is obviously we talked about it last night, but you got this right here. You got Jason Momoa bringing up these pictures. Couple got this picture right here of him with Ben Affleck. Ben's just looking like Is he?
He looks in costume there.
He looks very much
Yeah,
like
he's got,
That's
like,
the
the
exact
widow-
same hairstyle he had for Bruce Wayne and Batman v
Yep.
Superman. Pretty much the exact same suit. Like,
yeah, that
Yep.
looks like the exact same suit he wore to the
the
meeting
party.
with like Luthor and Clark
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Diana. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like that exact same suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's dope. All of this is just it's absolute fire. Obviously, they're having a great time. Obviously, there's no pictures of him in his suit. But I'll take it where I can get it. And obviously, here's this video that we watched.
Or is it? Sorry, children.
Hey, it's Dawson in the front seat.
That's what happens, Warner Brothers. When you walk out of your set, and there's our fans. Hey guys, have a good
I still
time.
wonder why he's on a friend stage.
Well, we tried to keep it secret.
Nah, you didn't. You son of a bitch.
All right, here we go.
did any of those people actually post about it, or was it just him?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah. So obviously, we saw Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was over there sitting on his phone, probably doing whatever. What superstars doing their phones and shit in costume, like we just said. I think that's he shows up as Bruce Wayne for some.
Yeah.
It's for some reason throughout the story, but I think this is it's pretty dope, man. And let's see if I can. Dogs are barking.
Whoops.
But I'd be absolutely shocked and completely surprised if Ben Affleck actually put on a bat suit for this movie, for Aquaman 2. I think it's just gonna be him as Bruce Wayne, honestly.
Which is
Or it could be him. Like,
You know what's really funny about this is like, it's kind of telling that, he didn't come back for the Peacemaker cameo, but he came back for Aquaman too.
Yeah.
True for his buddy Jason.
Yeah.
For Jason.
Not
for
even
Jake
just for that. I think it's the quality of whatever they're asking him to come back for.
I believe that has a lot to do with it too, my good man. Yep.
Yeah, fair.
Man, I think it's they were like, yo, they'd like you to come back for this. He's probably like, no, I'm busy. And by busy, I mean I'm hanging out with J-Lo on Friday nights. I don't give a fuck. And then they were like, yo, come back for the smooth, probably brief, cameo as Bruce Wayne and Aquaman 2 for my boy Jason. Let's fucking go, bro. And then he was there with shaved up hair, it's like you just said, Dawson, same fucking hairdo and all of those things. And
I am confused though, because like if the reports or the rumors are correct that it was originally supposed to be Michael Keaton cameoing. Great profile picture. It's like Nemo, relax.
He sent me. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But if it's such an important scene and Michael Keaton was supposed to be in it, why? I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring out why you can just switch Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in this. I'm trying to figure out how it even works. For
that's interesting. That is an interesting. If that is indeed true, that's very interesting. I think.
Also, like, here's my thing with this too: is that if you can just easily, if you need a Bruce Wayne. And you can just easily switch between Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton depending on the timeline. That doesn't bode well as far as like connectivity in the rest of the story. Like it just makes it to where it can take place whenever. Which I mean, some stories don't need a time frame, but at the same time, when you're building this universe and having things like post-credit scenes or cameos that lead to other stuff, you kind of need a better sense of the timeline because it kind of throws it off. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
And I thought the X-Men movies were confusing.
Yeah,
I wonder, homie, what's good. He said, I don't normally do this, but for my man Momoa, I can tell. Yeah, he probably was. Yo.
He's like, I'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel that comment. That's fire. That is, he's like, yo, my homie Jason said, can I come through and just do a little bit? He's probably like, yeah. Go in. Yeah. She can chill. She got friends too. She got friends. She got movies too. She can do movies. She got performances she can do. So she's good.
I mean, I'll take Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne or Batman. I mean, he did both for the Suicide Squad, right? Like he did it for the first movie. He was Bruce Wayne and Batman for like a couple scenes, right? So wouldn't at all surprise me if it's the same kind of caliber shit here. I mean, who knows? If the rumors are true and they're working towards some like crisis-esque event movie, and he may or may not take center stage in it, shit, I don't know.
Give me that all day. And I think the general consensus I think is obviously, like, I'll bring this back up, and you can look through the comments here, and it's just everybody's just like, yeah, this made my heart smile. It's just all Ben is going to be an Aquaman. It's all it's love, man. It's all love. I haven't seen that one comment where
it's me.
Oh, there I am too.
Oh, yeah, man. Is Batman gonna be an Aquaman? Yeah, it's just all love. There's no I haven't seen or heard anything that's negative from this, except for
And Andre made a good point of showing the comparisons between the likes for when Michael Keaton was returning to the Flash versus Ben Affleck for this one, and even with that, like, Make the Batfleck movie is trending like all the past 24 hours, sometimes at number 1. And so, like, there's a lot of love out there for Ben Affleck's Batman / Bruce Wayne. And, the studio's probably just going to ignore that. And Ben Affleck's probably just going to ignore that. But, like, it just shows you where the audience lies.
I mean,
I do hope Ben Affleck knows that there is love for his Batman.
I'm sure he does at this point.
I hope so. Yeah.
I mean, if I did a Batman solo anything with Ben Affleck, it would probably be like, I'd for sure have Deathstroke in it. More than likely have the Joker in it, right? Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Riddler. Probably would do Tim Drake. Probably would do, if I was going to pull from any stories, probably be Hush. A little bit of Batman vs. Deathstroke, a little bit of Dark Knight Returns. There's one other one I had in mind too. What was it? It'll come to me. But yeah, I'd probably do something like that. A little nice 10-episode miniseries. A single season on HBO Max of Batfleck.
Yeah, like, my idea would be like a Deathstroke, like 8-episode series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said only people mad about Pattinson stands are great. I don't think Pattinson stands are mad. He's got his own.
Some
universe.
extreme ones are the rare ones.
Yeah,
but
seriously, those fans are the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a I'm a big fan of him as Batman. I thought his take was great, and I'm happy all around. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to get his other 2 movies probably. Pattinson is, and it's going to be separate. And I love all of those types. It's almost to me it feels like if you just drop a stack of Batman comic books on your desk, and you go through said stack. They're not all going to be the same continuity. They're not all going to be the same. But they are Batman stories, and there's going to be different Batman in that stack. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, and that's the way I see these movies. So if Pattinson fans are mad, don't be. Your boy's going to get he's going to get his continuation, and it's probably going to be fire because I thought the first one was dope, and I think they're on to something there as far as the actors that they're trying to put together for this. And also, if you're a Batfleck fan, like we all are, hey man, we're living right now. We're living. We might not have the exact thing that we want, but this was dope to see. And I know I said it yesterday. It's just really great to see this. When you're talking about especially the first picture is just, bro, this is money. This is money right here.
And some people are thinking that there's something under Affleck's sleeve or something.
Oh yeah, it's probably a script because it looks like it has a what they call that, like a it's a
script.
No, I'm talking about the print that they put over the top. You know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes you can't see it unless it's in a certain light. It's like like a watermark or something
infrared
like that.
or something.
Yeah. Just so, and I know I remember back in the day, the X-Files, they used to once they got popular, their scripts used to be printed on red paper, so you couldn't fucking photocopy that shit.
Star Wars Episode 7 script was
on
red
paper. Yep, because you can't photocopy it because it just doesn't take. So
right.
And obviously this is just a good picture, and obviously in the background, I mean, I'm not trying to read in too much into it because I do want to be surprised by the movie. I'm sure people have analyzed what's going on back here.
I think one of them says Black Manta or something, maybe.
There's a lot of different shit back there. I don't want to get spoiled, so I've refrained from that. Let's see. Remember, say ACS. Would you rather be an extra in a Batman movie? First of all, Batman is one word. Movie or sit on the sidelines for a Packers game. Woo!
That's a tough one for you.
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say that I think being on an extra in a Batman movie, it's once in a lifetime. The Packers stuff, it's if you have enough money, you can make your way to the sideline. But for being an extra, that will live on film forever. As far as being look, love to be on the sideline for a Packers game. Don't get me wrong, but if I ever fortunate enough in life to reach a point where like you can buy those type of things, you can't buy being an extra on a Batman movie. I think that's a blessing just to be there. So yes, I would rather be an extra in a Batman movie, but at the same time, that's a hard one. And I'll say be right back. Yes. So yeah, man. Let's see. Comment. Let's see. He said you have to pick none or you get none. I did pick one. I did I did pick one. So yeah, man. Jason Momoa shared that, and I think that's absolutely incredible. I did want to bring this up real quick, and we were talking about it a little bit before we got started. Is that I hadn't talked about video games on my stream in quite a while. I did want to bring this up just because, and I did mention it when the show first started about a conversation that happened at work. There was somebody at work was talking about, I guess they used to work where, video games were sold. I don't know if it was GameStop exactly or something to that nature, but they look, if you ever played Grand Theft Auto, I think Grand Theft Auto is one of the best video game franchises I've ever played in my entire life.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's just good. The Grand Theft Auto 3 is probably one of the most groundbreaking video games I've ever played. Like it changed a lot of shit when it came to the third person, like
open world type of deal.
Yes, it did. Yeah. It just, and like the game had been out for 2 years and you're still finding shit out about like, oh my God. Obviously the next feature in that was, I think it was San Andreas. And that was just like, it just
Vice City, then San Andreas.
Vice City, that's right. Vice City, then San Andreas. If you play video games, you know what Grand Theft Auto is. It is what it is, and it's big, and it's also one of the longest standing franchises. GTA 5 came out in 2013, bro.
Yeah,
it's still making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because people are just playing it online, and it's just still doing.
It's funny because Rockstar is now finally getting around to opening up and talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 and like getting ready to maybe show something off from it or maybe even give us a sprinkle of a release date for it. I mean, I'm game for it because it sounds like they have from what I understand, they have two main characters, male and female this time around. It'll be the first time you get to play as a female protagonist. No, it's going to be Bonnie and Clyde essentially, and I'm like, I'm fucking down for that shit.
Yeah. Joey, I finished them, but still. see, this is the game. These games are just, you know what I'm saying? Like that just simple aspect of the game. Besides the games within a game, there's playing pool. There's the Rockstar when they did this shit. Also, they have another game that's that's absolutely incredible. That I did see some. Oh man, Joey, if you send me that fucking. Bully, you guys remember Bully?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yes,
top tier games. So like, but when it comes to GTA, I did want to bring this up because this is just a little bit of news. I've heard a lot of news in the past days, but this was a GTA 6 release date. New report reveals when the game could launch. This is on what is this? GameSpot. Yeah. It says Rockstar Games that work on the next Grand Theft Auto game, which is it's always. It's weird to see like any news like this, considering how big 5 still is. 5 is massive, dude, and they're always adding to it. At some point, I remember like maybe 6 months ago being like, why would they even put out another game? Why don't they just add an expansion for you know what I'm saying? Like for the current thing that's still making money out of the ass, just going. It says it's a Rockstar Games that work on the next Grand Theft Auto game, which may feature a Latin. This has been confirmed. There is a Latino woman who is going to be one of the leads in the game, a woman sequel to the immensely popular GTA 5 be released. According to a report from Bloomberg, management has loose schedules in place for when GTA 6 could be released, but nothing is locked down yet. People who spoke to Bloomberg said they expect GTA 6 to be at least 2 years away. This will put GTA 6's release date at some point in 2024 at the soonest. And the rest of this article pretty much says the same thing as that. I did just want to shout out GTA anyway, just because I think it's a phenomenal video game franchise. And as a video game fan, I hadn't talked about video games on my show in quite some time. And I did just want to mention that because, that franchise is fire, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
But anyway, what the story I was trying to tell, somebody at work, they used to work like where they sell video games, and there was a there was a kid and his mother that come up to buy. I didn't specific what GTA game it was, but was like, yo, I told him if you get good grades, he can get this game. Literally talk the parent out of letting the kid get the game.
Oh shit.
Get
Been there, done that.
Get out of here. I don't know if I could do that ever in my entire life. I worked at GameStop, and I have been at GameStop before and seen kids come up to purchase not just GTA, but other games on that level of maturity. And then the person who worked there be like, "You sure you want to get that? Shut the fuck up and sell the game." All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, look, man, and this is no shit. My son been playing that game. My son right now is in his 20s. Back in the day when he was younger, let him play it. Had no worries at all. And so, like, I think my son was 6 when I took him to see Bad Boys 2 in theaters. And if you've seen Bad Boys 2, and he's perfectly fine. He's a great upstanding male. He takes care of his son, and so yeah, we're there. So people who tell you if they play those kind of video games, their life is fucked. Get out of here. But anyway,
when I worked at GameStop, that was like one of the things they had to train us on. If specifically, if a kid who looked younger than say 16, 17 walks up with, an M-rated game like Grand Theft Auto, you have to tell them, like, I'm sorry, but you either got to show me some ID or you got to go get a parent, bud. Then like 5 minutes later, little ass 13-year-old kid comes in with their parent. Parents like, here you go. Yeah, I want them to play it. And it's like, you understand this game has mature themes, violence, guns, this, da, 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 da. And the parents, more often than not, parents are just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. But occasionally,
yes,
very rarely, you will get a parent who's like, huh? What? Sex, drugs, violence? Are you kidding me? No, go get something else. Some shit like that.
It's a debacle, I'd say that, but I just couldn't see myself ever doing it, man. It's so hard because I remember when I was younger, and look, when I was that age, the games like that were not out. Like, as a matter of fact, you just had Nintendo and Sega Genesis and shit. I did want to bring this up also when we were talking about video games, and Joey hit me with this earlier, and he said he had to take a double take when he saw this, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Here's this. That's not me. Yes,
I'm sorry.
Indeed, yes.
Fear Jason, if you're watching, you know what you need to do.
Yeah. I'm sure he is probably So fans of Bully have been clamoring for a remake because the game is fire. Bully was a very, very good game, and I think at certain points, the fact that hadn't gotten a remaster really just boggles me, for real. Like, that's a legit boggle that this game hasn't gotten at least a remaster. Not a remake in total, but like remastered. As his fans of Bully have been clamoring for a remake for years, so the folks at Teaser Play decided to take it into their own hands, and it turned out really well. And he sent me that, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on, man?"
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude,
sorry, but that's hilarious.
Not me. Looks like me, like a motherfucker. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
So,
man,
you never told me you were the main character in Bully. That's fucking.
Okay, really? But hold on. Let me take this off while I get this pulled up because I do want to.
Oh yes,
that's hilarious. I did not see that. I had no idea what was coming, and then I saw that. I was like, damn.
Let's see if I can find the damn. I did find that. What is that?
Hilarious.
I just ran across that picture of said little Slim Shady. I shall bypass that. Not bringing that up on here, even though. Let's see. I'm looking for the damn actual because he sent the actual link to it where it brings it up in more detail. Let's see. Damn it! I'm trying to find it. Let's see. What the hell? Chill, relax.
Youngsters.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
ACS should stop hanging out with Bully Tina.
Anthony is a bully
That's what she
confirmed.
So I said, "Bully." Someone made a trailer for the Unreal Engine. Yeah, and let's take a look.
It's Jimmy Hopkins, and don't ask how I'm doing. I've been here 5 minutes, and already people want me dead. Even my parents didn't hate me this quickly. Well, welcome to Bullworth.
Oh shit!
Oh, that looks dope, dude. It's the quality is kind of fucked up, but.
Now let me see.
Okay, relax.
Bad language, violent conduct, disrespecting staff.
Bro!
Scared of you. Come on, give me a
What is up
break.
with the heads?
I will say the environment looks fine.
Black Adam's origin story.
No, man, I'm not a bully.
Not anymore.
Why should I waste my time on you?
I don't know.
Because it's my calling. It's what I do. You excel at causing trouble, and I excel at fixing little boys like you.
What? That line doesn't hold up well.
Who's the baddest? Me. Who's the toughest? Me. Who's the man? Me. Me, losers. Me. The champion, #1. I killed the best. I will beat the rest.
Yeah, so they should
That was saucy.
yeah. Look good, man. It looked good. And that was just like somebody, with fucking awesome talent just remaking a trailer from a
And someone who looks like
It's
you.
like they looked at your profile and was like, "Yo,
Bro.
let's make."
When he sent that this morning, and I was like, "What in the fuck?" And I literally commented, "They stole my fucking." Did you see that, Dawson? Did you see that?
I saw some of it. I was on the phone figuring out phone stuff.
Oh, yeah, you go. Let's see. Let me bring it back up. What the hell's going on? My shit ain't closing. Let's see.
Crying. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
So this is yeah. Hold up. This is so Joey sent me this morning with there. If you're unfamiliar with the game Dawson Bully, it was absolutely fire.
Oh, I've played it. It's a great game.
Yeah, it is. So he sent he sent me this and he was like, I had to do a double take, and I was like, get out of here, man. Or pay me though. Send me a check and I'll be all
It
cool.
looks like you just said relax.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully, like I said, I'm surprised they hadn't remastered that game.
Black Adam's origin story.
What?
Black Adam's
He's a
origin
bully.
story.
That's believable as fuck.
Who was that?
AQ, peace out, man. Appreciate you stopping through, homie. Yeah. But yeah, there's that. So, hopefully, I get a check for them using my face on that game. It's ridiculous. I did also want to bring this up because I saw this earlier, and let's see if this is the one. Wait a minute. Here it is. All right, so I saw these, and I immediately saw the picture, and I was like, "This is dope." But then I was also like, "Hold up, 300 a piece." If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm not mistaken. All right, so there's these. So this it's called Eccentric. They make shoes. And these are fire, dude. These are some fucking dope ass shoes. However, if you can see the price tag on each pair.
Goodness.
$360. But these are dope, dude. Look, check these out, man.
Like
this is the Nightmare Batman Air Force Ones. They're fucking I'm sure it's all custom. They're probably made to order, which is why they cost,
Those are beautiful but painful to look at the same time.
Yeah,
especially because of that price tag. Dear Lord,
Why would I look at something that I can't have?
Hey man, they're dope. These, give me these immediately. I do like these Superman Air Force Ones. Dude, look at them, man. They made one for every member of the Justice League for Zack Snyder. Obviously, you got the Batman kicks up in here. These are these are the Jordan 1s remade.
God damn,
dude,
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I'm sure the price says $325, $350. I'm pretty sure it's considering your size. And then these Wonder Woman kicks, these Wonder Woman Air Maxes are fire, dude. A lot of colors. Also, this is a question I was asking. What figures are these? Not McFarlane's for sure. The figures that he's put with these, that's not a McFarlane figure. First off, McFarlane didn't make a Wonder Woman for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Also, the thigh pivot is not a McFarlane feature.
No, exactly. Yeah, it is. This little piece
thigh
right
joint,
here.
yeah.
But these are, dude, come on now.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. They should have like speakers of that whenever Wonder Woman's in the movie, like that.
Every time you think
go wherever you go.
And then we got the Flash Jordan 1s right here. You know what I'm saying? Dude, look at these, man.
Dang, Nab.
Dude.
My God.
Lightning in there. That's awesome.
And then I think, what is this? Yes, the Aquaman Air Maxes here.
Oh, my brother in Christ. Holy shit.
Dude, look at these, man. These are fire.
Oh,
and like
my
I
God.
said, look at this figure. It looks 1,000% better than my McFarlane Aquaman. This looks better. Look at the face. So I don't know what these are.
Trident doesn't look like it's a pull toy. Yeah,
bro. The Trident, I swear to God, I've never. I love the Zack Snyder's Justice League McFarlane's, but when it comes to the Aquaman figure, I've never seen one with a straight Trident ever. The Trident's always got like a little bend in it or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, and these are dope, and I also have Cyborgs, Air Maxes, or Air Force Ones. Dude, come on now. So if you're in the market for some Zack Snyder's Justice League shoes, and
you have some cash to burn,
and you have some some moolah to just hand over, be my guest. And if you do get some, take pictures. Let me see them, man. Let me see how they look on your feet.
Maybe for tax season. Holy shit.
Also,
bro.
Goodness.
Yes, Ryan Coogler. Oh, he might direct Secret Wars. Crazy. Hadn't heard about that. Did hear about the first one. Which the nice comment, Marcus Cruz, because that does bring us to one of the final things I did want to mention. And when you're talking about San Diego Comic-Con that just happened this past weekend, obviously we're aware that DC and WB got their cheeks pretty much clapped. Poor preparation, poor, whatever you want to say about their presentation. And I am a little bit on Andre's side where they might have been expecting a certain someone to show up. And he didn't. Let's see. Oh, you sent me. All right, let me check this real quick. But like I said, if they might have been expecting someone to show up and he didn't, and you had to, I guess, of course, do the best you could with what you had. And obviously, we saw The Rock backstage looking like an idiot when he got questioned. He got caught off guard, which you rarely see that dude get caught off guard. And so, let's see. Oh, that's dope, dude. I'll bring that up in a second. Yeah, that's fucking fire. So yeah, I do want to say, like I said, DC got kind of clapped on. It brought some memories to me as far as like when I was putting shit together for tonight's show. There's something that happened, and it's been some years since it happened. It's been probably 6 years, maybe. I don't know. If you're with me, you remember when Zack Snyder's Justice League, or not Zack Snyder's Justice League, but when BVS got announced, they gave it a date, and it was like May 3rd or something.
Yeah, wasn't there like 2 parts to it? Like, I
yeah, it was supposed to be BVS Part 1, and Batman v Superman, and then Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, I think, was the second part.
There was a lot out there at the point, but once it finally became it's going to be one movie, they gave it a release date, and the release date was like May 3rd or May 4th or something along those lines.
Was When it
Yeah,
was
then, like,
initially announced, it was like July 17th, 2015. Then it
Mhm.
moved to May 6th, 2016. Then it moved from May 6th to March 25th.
Yes, and that's so the May 6th date is what I'm getting at. It's a thing like sometimes, man. Well, like if you take a step back and look at certain things that we talk about when it comes to the fandom and things of that nature, and you had this thing like at the time, BVS moved to that date, that May 6th date, and then shortly thereafter, another movie moved to that date. And it was called Captain America Civil War.
Wasn't it called Weapon Society like before? Like,
yeah, there was Civil War had a bunch of different names before they finally settled on Civil
It was
War.
originally, from what I understand, it was going to be more of a Hydra focused movie.
Yeah. And then once they settled on what they were going to do, which you could say what you want about Civil War. I think it's a decent movie. It's a decent comic book film. It's not one of my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite.
I remember like there was a lot of hype back in 2016.
Yeah, 26. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that was...
the first 6 months of 2016 delivered 3 absolute fucking bangers: Deadpool, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and if you want to call Civil War a banger, it came out early that year as well, and within the first 6 months. But I remember thinking there was this thing, and it was for several. I don't remember how long it lasted, but it was like both of these movies, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Captain America: Civil War, were both on May 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the big talks was who's going to budge first, right? Obviously, we know what happened. Which at the time you probably didn't. You were probably like, oh, okay, they moved it, but now as certain things have happened over the last, I don't know, fucking 5 years, we're like, Warner Brothers, some bitches. You know what I'm saying? So like they fucked that up and they flinched first, right? And at the time, I remember thinking to myself, and this is only because like I was thinking about this just because of what happened at Comic-Con this past weekend. I was like, I would have had zero problem. Probably if there's anything that you could say that's negative than zero, problem walking from one auditorium watching BBS to another one watching Captain America. So I would have bought 6 tickets and just went back and forth at the same day. Not a problem for me. I wouldn't have cared. But they ended up moving the movie back to March, and we all saw what's taken place since then. And so like when I think about like I really hate to say it's a Marvel versus DC thing because I love both brands a lot, and I'm sure we all love both brands a lot. And it's a thing to where you still have to admit that like DC got the cheeks clapped this weekend.
Oh yeah, very much so.
They got clapped up, man.
I mean, announcements for TV shows, a full 2 phases, the return of Charlie Cox's Daredevil to a series, announcements of 2 Avengers movies that are going to come out the same year, and all you come with is trailers for Black Adam and Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
And they didn't even have like a collaboration.
Yeah, and then like they just have Dwayne The Rock Johnson standing there in costume like this in front of an electric screen.
Hey, the hierarchy's about to change again.
Yeah, it's like just the comparison is just it's sad and hilarious at the same time.
They just should know. They just should not have come.
Well, because it's frustrating because I can say this ad nauseum, but it's not going to change anything. But it's the truth. If they would have just followed through with what was originally planned for the DCU, DC could be close to where Marvel was at that Comic-Con, right? They could have had things like the Cyborg movie was supposed to come out this year according to the original slate, right? Or no, this year,
last year,
or 2020, something like that. And they would have had an Atom movie, Martian Manhunter stuff. Like you could have all these different things you could branch out with because it was going to be established. But because they, like you just said, Anthony, Warner Brothers flinched. Warner Brothers reacted first. And so with that, we have the result we have here today, which is 2 freaking trailers at Comic-Con, and that's pretty much it. And then Dwayne Johnson freaking out. Well, not freaking out, but being kind of hesitant to talk about Superman.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying like the Shazam trailer looked really good. I'm excited.
No, that Shazam trailer was fire, dude. I like both the trailers they showed were dope. They're
fine. Yeah,
it's just not enough. And like the Black Adam, it looked better than like the first trailer where like Black Adam was back the tank or something. And it's like, like that.
It looked, as far as this goes, Marcus, as you said, ACS, look, I don't know how much Shang-Chi was a banger.
It was
like
fun.
that's
Yeah.
that was one of the like when I saw that movie and when it was done, I was very surprised and happily surprised at how good that shit was and how like upbeat and different it was from the rest of the MCU movies to that point. Like it just had a different beat to it. And so this is good news. Look, if the dude could take Kang and look. We're all I think I could speak. We're all very, very eager to see Majors like fucking just kill that shit because
he's gonna play a major role. No pun intended.
Oh yeah, but he's fire, and I think I like we're eager to see him just like kill that shit. So like if he is directing it, which is this is it official that he's directing it?
I don't
The
know.
Shang-Chi director is directing Kang Dynasty.
Yes, that is
Okay,
official.
yeah.
That is 110% official. Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I that's what up, Gavin? What's good?
Hey, Gavin.
Gavin says,
What's up, man?
Dawson,
I was just about to text you, Gavin.
Yo, Terminal List is absolutely fire.
Yeah, my dad's been watching that. Like when he kept saying, "Hey, yo, the Chris Evans is in it." I'm like, "No, that's Chris Pratt." And then he said, "Oh," and then the other day, "Hey, yo, you remember the show? It's got Chris Pine." I'm like, "That's not what." And then he gets
all the
saying,
Chris's.
"Hey, yo." And then he said, "It's Chris Hemsworth." I'm like, "You are."
Yeah, it's very good and very like, when you watch it, I have to guarantee you about the first 2 episodes, you're like, oh shit, they're doing this. All right, let's go. It's fire. So look, so I'm bringing this up. I'm trying to find it to see if I can blow this up bigger. I just want to ask you guys one by one. Dawson, let me see. You got this slate right here. What are you most excited for out of this entire thing?
Daredevil Born Again, easily.
Nice. Okay. Secondary.
I'm torn between Loki season 2 and Captain America: New World Order.
I fucking love your reaction to that.
Yo, and look, this is coming from somebody like you already know how I feel about Anthony Mackie, but I thought that Falcon and Winter Soldier was a pretty good ass show, considering my disdain for that cat. Let me ask.
I forgot about that.
Damn it, I can't get it. All right, anyway, let's see. No, it's not good. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Bad picture. Bad picture just because on the far
He's getting
right.
sent some private pics.
On the far No. I clicked on it and it's just get out of here, man. But anyway, let's see if it has
12. Goodness gracious.
12. Yeah, no, there's 12 on that. Yes. If let's see. Oh yeah. All right, so like, where's it at? Oh, here it is. If you go back there, there's 12, 6 on top, 6 on the bottom. Phil, let me ask you, man, most excited for out of this slate?
Is 5. Okay. I am gonna go with, as far as most excited for,
Agatha.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's on the bottom of everyone's list. Why? Why do we need an Agatha show?
I understand why they're doing it, but
I don't
hold on. Yeah. I forgot. Anytime you mention it, you got to. When it comes to, because we were talking on World's Finest the other night, the title of the Captain America movie just sounds like a fucking wrestling move. It's just
it does.
Captain America, New World Order. Dun, 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 dun. I ain't got the flute one.
We're getting an Agatha show before Man of Steel 2.
Yes. I saw your tweet earlier, Dawson. Didn't bring it up because, yes, it crushes the feels. It crushes the spirit.
Agatha Harkness gets a show before Cavill comes.
No. It crushes the soul that Ant-Man is going to get a trilogy before Superman in DC.
I know Phil Stoddard's in this. We mean solo trilogy. That's what we mean.
Yeah. We don't need to retread those waters.
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
I'm going to firmly say, like, my most anticipated film is probably Ant-Man Quantumania.
Okay.
Because fucking Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
My guy.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
Not to brag or anything, but I've seen some of the footage from that was shown at Comic-Con, right? And
Wow.
Yeah.
You care to share a link or two?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if I could find it again, but that movie's probably.
See, we need a link. We need a link. So we can watch it.
That movie of the movies, that one is probably at the tippy top of my most anticipated because I got a huge love for Kang the Conqueror.
Isn't there reports though that he's gonna be like all obsessed with this whole career of his book and like totally like ignore his family.
Yeah, I heard
I
something
have
about
no
that too.
idea.
I'm like,
That's something that I've heard, and if that's true, like that completely ignores what his character is.
I'm like, and
true.
I would
So it's
say
Catherine's
my
not-
She is some
second.
hotness right there.
I know for sure I'm excited for Loki
Really?
season 2 of the shows. As far as right behind the movies, as far as behind Ant-Man, it's probably a tough tie between Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did anyone see that I Am Groot?
Joe, you
trailer?
think Catherine Hahn's like attractive?
She is.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
I mean, she's all right, but like, I
Yo,
don't think she's hot.
Homie, that's
Hot.
a MILF right there, okay?
Yeah.
Or like and
Even
even
more
if
reason
she'll
for
be
me
a
not
guilt.
to be. Like, what
Nah,
the heck?
she's
bad, bro.
She's nice, bro. She's nice. Yo, Alex, yo, most anticipated. So hold up. So you say
Did you just call
Phil?
me Alex?
So as far as the movies go, Quantumania. What?
Did you just call me Alex?
Hmm?
You called him Alex.
Oh yeah, I did. My bad. Oh yeah. It said, hold on, that's not true. Scott is distant from Cassie because he missed.
So that would make more sense.
Yo,
I just heard different things from
yeah,
people.
oh yeah. Okay, yes, I did see that, and I was like, you know,
That makes a little bit more sense.
Dawson wasn't
you always say
talking
kick
about
Dawson
Scott
out
Lang,
because
he
you
was
don't think
talking
she.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I just don't see it.
She's dope, dude. All right, so Phil, you said Quantumania for movies, right? So when it comes
Quantumania.
to the series, what you looking at?
Oh, Loki, no question. Ain't no fucking doubt about that. Loki is
Dawson's favorite
down.
logo and shit. You know what I'm saying? They,
You had to bring it up. I was just starting to slightly get over it, and now it's back.
It is hands
no.
down.
So, Axel, where you at, man?
I'm right here. My
I know
favorite.
where you are. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
What I'm thinking, I'm gonna say the Thunderbolts. I don't know which,
Really?
like from my favorite team of the Thunderbolt is the one with Red Hulk forms it. It's got the Punisher,
Yeah.
Deadpool, Agent.
Oh, they
Venom,
gonna go
and,
that
like,
route?
yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that
That'd be
roster, but like, it's pretty much their Marvel
Didn't they
Suicide
cast
Squad.
Isaac Gonzalez as Elektra in Daredevil?
No.
No, was that a rumor? Was that a rumor or something? Hold on, let me see this.
Wait, they're not gonna bring that actress back? What?
Elodie Young would be the one to come back. Number
I
one.
know. Like I saw that people were saying, "Hold on."
Wait, they're not. Why?
And for a second, I thought you were talking about the movie with Affleck because I was like, Jennifer Gardner's
Oh,
Elektra in that.
it's a rumored thing. It was a rumored thing I saw that Isaac Gonzalez would be rumored to join Daredevil's Elektra or replace Elodie Young.
Yeah.
So that's
a rumor. It's a rumor. Okay.
So that's your movie, Axel. So
Yeah,
what
that's
about,
what I like. But yeah,
as far
and
as
also, like,
the series, like, what's-
good question. Is Einhard gonna be a series or is that a movie?
yes,
series.
it's a series. Yes.
Okay. Series. Maybe Daredevil.
Maybe Daredevil.
That's
You need to have
like-
more certainty in your
I mean,
answers,
like,
sir.
it's Daredevil. So like, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I like Gavin's little thing right here on this.
Gavin,
That's fine.
you
dude.
know what you're doing.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, look, man. As far as the series go, look, it's Daredevil is. I can't wait for that shit. I just can't. Also, look. As far as Echo and the Marvels too, because Daredevil is going to show up first in Echo, so I do want to see what he is doing there, and also Secret Invasion because I'm in the dark about that. Like, what the fuck is happening? What are they going to fully adapt what happened in the books, or are they going to like take some liberties there? As far as the movies, I do feel you feel with it when it comes to Quantumania because I can't wait to see Majors. Like, I want to see him. Like we've already gotten a taste of him in Loki and shit. And so like I want to see him because when I think if you've seen anything from him at Comic-Con this past weekend, I think he was a bit in awe of being on the stage. He was like, he was excited, but he was also at the same time like, let me enjoy this entire thing because who knows if it happens for me again. So he was just like, you know what I mean? Like he was just taking it in, and he had a couple of interviews backstage where he was just like, dude, how lucky can you get? You know what I mean? Like he was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm and he's a phenomenal actor, and I can't wait to see him do his thing. But Also, I can't overlook Blade. I just can't, dude. That's
True.
I mean, it's a really tough slate to look at because there's a lot of promise there. You know, like you know, you got Quantumania, you got Secret Invasion, you got Thunderbolts, Daredevil. You got Blade, like how, especially with Mahershala Ali in that title role, like that is fantastic casting.
I'm not like
all around.
I'm not like 100% sold on Blade, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by Blade. I'm intrigued
The
to see
VFX
how
artists
far
are
they.
gonna go.
I'm intrigued to see how far they lean into the more mature side of what Blade can be.
You said, Doctor. Oh man, he's gonna be in there.
For a
Yeah,
big man.
Doctor Doom might show up at the end of this year, from what I understand.
Yeah.
See, that's all.
That's a big maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah. And look, I just want to get you guys. I mean, you know, we've been talking about this pretty much since it happened this past weekend. Obviously, you know, the absolute ability to step on a stage in front of, you know, thousands of people and be able to drop this slate of shit, like literally just be like, yo, check, this is what we're doing. And obviously, look, and you can see on what I've shared here, there's several other slates that they put out in the past years that you know what I'm saying? And it's always changed. It evolves. It never stays the same. But just the fact that you can step on stage and do that, that's fucking, bro, that's
also,
incredible,
isn't
man.
that this thing like with the Spider-Man show, like the freshman stuff?
Yeah, that's not even in here. That's not, but it's not part of I think it's not on here because the Spider-Man show it's not in the MCU, right? I think y'all were saying that last night that the Spider-Man animated show that we originally thought could be, but it's not part of the MCU continuity. So I think this is just as part of as far as the continuity goes. And look, there's you know, there's always the some of this stuff could be trash, bro. Like you could watch it and not like it at all. And whatever, but just the fact that they are able to do this and they have all this in place, obviously, I think they're still putting actors together for some of this stuff. But as far as the leads go, they're all there, and I think that's very impressive. Would you say ACS Phase 5 and 6 is just part of the 5-year plan to Feige will do Avengers?
Okay, let's
I think the only thing that doesn't have like a confirmed hard casting is Thunderbolts, but even then, that's just all straight up assumptions of what the team could look like. Because there's been talk of like Yelena Belova, there's been talk of like John Walker, there's been talk of a couple other Taskmaster is another one I've heard. You know, like there's a lot of potential there for who could show up, and I'm very curious to see what that roster is by the time we get to it. And I'm sure as the days go on, we might even find out at Disney 23 this year.
Yeah, true. Yeah. That would be. Yeah.
Isn't there this thing about Armor Wars happening, or was that?
Apparently, it's still happening.
Okay, and it's gonna have like a War Machine as the main character. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't gotten enough of War Machine. He's just been sidelined.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's see some Don Cheadle up in there, man.
I'm also kind of curious about the Marvels. Because I do like the director they have for this time around. Because I wasn't too huge on Captain Marvel, but this movie's being made by Nia DaCosta, and she did the Candyman like reboot, not really reboot, but she did like the fourth Candyman movie. I guess would be the best way to say it, and I like that a lot. I like the way I like her style. So I'm very curious to see that. And on top of that, you know, you've got Iman Vellani, you've got Monica Rambeau, and of course, you know, Brie Larson, love her, hate her, regardless. You know, I feel like that.
Yeah, I feel like warm up to her. Yeah.
I feel like you could. There's a director here who can really pull out a better performance out of Brie Larson as opposed to the two who did the first Captain Marvel movie, because that was really the only solo Marvel film in which the title, origin, story, character, where I was just like, there's a massive disconnect here that I'm just not feeling.
Joey, relax. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I feel you on it. Look, like I said, man, some of this stuff might not be that good once it comes out. Who knows? But just the simple fact, man. And look, say what you want about James Gunn, and I think universally, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, is pretty much loved. I thought that movie was pretty fucking good. Second one, get out of here. But so who knows what he's going to bring with his third entry in that? And I think I didn't see his thing when he came on stage, but I think he said that this is the last in the.
It's the last of his. So
of his.
And that's another thing about Guardians. Why it was for a long while, it was my most anticipated one because of the the whole fiasco with James Gunn getting fired then rehired. I actually thought that was pretty good on Disney to do that because there were a lot of false accusations lobbied his way for a lot of old tweets. I mean, granted, his old tweets were fucking disgusting. There ain't no getting around that. But the fact that they were just so. They kind of apologized, not really apologized, but they were like, hey, we fucked up. We should probably get him back to make the third movie because he's done the first two. And we're going to look like assholes if we get someone else to do the third one without him. And especially if they're like his characters that he cast, despite the fact that there are some very questionable things about the man, but that's a whole other conversation. The fact that he's coming back and they're doing this one last one and like it looks darker. I kind of hope it is.
I will say I did see the trailer like it didn't look bad. I'll say that. It didn't. And as far even the music that was behind it, it sounded different than the first two. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. But yes, and on look, top of that, the little shot of Will Poulter was kind of fire.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'm excited for that.
That right there is the one reason why I'm superbly excited for that movie. It's because I've been waiting fucking years to see Adam Warlock in live action. God damn it, it's finally happening. I'm so happy about
it. My little brother Brigham has really all the first appearances of Warlock in comics. Like he has all of those. And so when he heard about this and saw that they were doing it, freaking flipped his lid.
Did he see Did he see the leaked footage or whatever?
Leaked? No, I told him that there was leaked footage, but I wasn't able to find it for him.
Yeah. Well, but they might have. If you do find it, I mean, it's very hard to see. It looks like somebody had their cell phone on their lap and it just caught like a corner of the screen when it was showing it. But the tone, the music, and a lot of the stuff comes through, even though it's a poor it's poor footage. I'm not going to try to pull it up here because they'll fucking clap shit out of me. But but you could still tell, you know what I'm saying? Like you still get the gist of what they're going for in this.
Yeah.
Yes. Marcus Cruz said a lot of people out of Warlock fans, man, and he said it's going to be. It's so going to be. Hey, dude, look. As far as Will Poulter goes, dude's fire. I've liked Will Poulter.
He's my choice for Lex Luthor. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, dude's fire. And I remember the first time I took notice of him, and it was a comedy, and it was damn it. Meet the Millers.
We're the Millers.
Yeah, We're the Millers. That shit is such a funny movie.
So funny.
It's such a good movie. But I remember then, and I remember early on before the first hit, he was going to be Pennywise in that bitch.
That's right.
He was cast early on, yes. And then it changed over to what's his name, who ended up playing the phenomenal Skarsgård. Yes, Skarsgård killed it, but like Poulter, and I was like, I could see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he's actually in this one, and look, the little shots you see him in the trailer, mad intense, mad fire. That shit looks good. It looks really good. So if you can find it, Dawson, and you can show Brigham, it's dope. Yeah. And if he's an Adam Warlock fan, I think he's gonna bring justice to that shit. So I just want to bring that slate. I'll bring it up one more time. Like I said, it could make it bigger than that. Obviously, you see all these other slates. There's this one right here that I see a little Fantastic Four on that one. Didn't
and what's up with the X-Men? Like that bringing that show back.
I don't think there's a. Did they mention that shit this year?
Like, there's been some leaked photos.
Kevin Feige was asked about the mutants. Like I think it was Brandon Davis who asked him. Like since we're in phase 5, 4, 5, and 6 now.
Yeah.
When are we going to see the mutants in like phase 10, phase X? And Kevin Feige said something to the effect of, "Well, I'd rather like to see them sooner rather than later." And I'm just like. What you mean, Kevin Feige? That's what you talking about.
Yeah, that's another thing. What I was always talking about, when Marvel comes out and they put out these slates, man, it's dope because a lot of it changes just because shit happens, but a lot of it changes too because they'll throw shit in there. So if if Feige just what happens to want to squeeze a little X-Men in any point in this entire thing, do so, my friend. We are very, very looking forward to who you're going to cast as those iconic characters.
And like they're very like they're implying it that it's going to be like the same version of like from the 90s cartoon. Now look, I've never watched the 90s cartoon.
Bro,
I've seen a bit of it. Like I
Been
didn't
showing his age here, boys.
Yes.
Dang
yeah,
good.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Well,
yeah. Yoga take some time.
Yeah, I will, but like
find it. Watch all.
I'd rather
one of
they
the best
go off their own version. Like,
Okay, do you
need
like
to-
Jim Lee's art?
Yeah, of course.
Watch the fucking TV show.
Yeah, it is dope.
Yeah.
But,
Dead
and I
serious.
look,
Like relax, but like still, like I just want them to like I don't know, take time to like.
bro, look at look at this. Look at this one here. Spider-Man Academy. What? Black Widow Leviathan. Yo, when
Oh,
is
this is from
This
like
had to
years ago.
have been like prior to Phase 4 getting announced or something.
This is. I think this is
like-
fan made.
I think this is
Ant-Man
before, like,
versus the
Phase
Masters of
3 or
Evil, Avengers X, bro. Chill. Thunderbolts
Doctor
still in-
Strange Illuminati.
Bro,
Man,
check it out. Check it
got
out. The Thunderbolts
right.
with the little Deadpool logo right there.
Get freaking Thor out of here. My gosh.
What?
Shoot me in the face. I honestly,
Hey,
I'm at this point where I will never pay to watch a freaking Thor movie in theaters again.
I would watch
As long as Taika Waititi is not there.
I would watch a Mighty Thor movie just as so long as Taika Waititi is not in the director's chair.
Yes,
That's fair. As long as he's not in the direct. If Taika Waititi directs another one, I'm not going to watch it in theaters. I probably won't even watch it at all.
Oh, I made that mistake with Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it again.
Never
It ain't gonna
again.
happen. Nope.
You guys saw it? Oh.
We did.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I'm forever scarred for it.
Spider-Man
sucks that bad.
I'm just. I don't know. I got no words.
Nova. Hey, bro.
There is a Nova project in the works. You know, a lot of Phase 6 was actually left quite unannounced. Like there are a lot of empty spaces in that too.
Mhm.
I could definitely see, and you know, we've seen Marvel shift around their slate too. Like
Yeah.
they did it
Hold
for
on,
Spider-Man.
Marvel Maniac.
Like, wasn't there
The
like
Marvel
an
Maniac.
Inhumans
I'm
movie?
sorry. Marvel Maniac. It was that bad. It
It-
was
yeah,
that bad.
yeah.
If I weren't there with my little brother
Okay,
in the theater watching it, I would have left.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hard disagree with you there, RJ. It is infinitely
terrible.
worse. It is
Visually, script-wise, story-wise, character-wise, in so many ways, it is just awful.
Dawson and
and I know it's
Dawson and I would rather do a double bill of Batman and Robin, Superman 4 Quest for Peace back to back
For
rather than-
24 hours.
rather than
I'm joining you. I'm
I
not,
With my eyes
Never
sealed
again.
open.
I'm not watching Thor. Love
With
and-
my eyelids sewed
shit.
to my skull so I could keep my eyes open. I would
But
rather
anyway,
do that than watch Thor Love and Thunder again.
back to Phase 6. I
Yeah.
absolutely think for sure, like Phase 5 or 6, there's going to be a 4 Spider-Man movie. You can almost guarantee that.
Oh,
There's
yes.
absolutely going to be a 4 Spider-Man movie. You can almost guarantee X-Men is going to be somewhere in there, probably in Phase 6. I would have to guess because you can't do Secret Wars without the X-Men. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You need literally the entirety of what you have available in Marvel to do Secret Wars, and I feel like that needs to be an absolute opportunity because if you do a movie version of Secret Wars, that's almost like guaranteeing like, hey, if we're gonna like fill out the contracts for some of these X-Men actors, that would be the place to do it.
Yes. Yeah, it would. And refamiliarizing myself with Secret Wars just the other day, I was like, yeah, if they do this, obviously, you know, if you read the books, I'm sure Phil, if they do it like that,
I really need to get Marvel Unlimited because I need to read Kang Dynasty and
Yeah.
I need to revisit Secret Wars because it's been a long fucking
Yeah.
time. Like before Infinity War came out, I bought Gauntlet and War, and I still need to get Crusade. But after reading Gauntlet and War, I was prepped. I walked out of Infinity War going, "Holy shit, they actually did it!"
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
was
if they
like, oh,
do, if
snap.
Secret Wars right here, and obviously you can see whether this is 5 and this is 6, and look at these gaps. There's I don't know how good you could see that, but there's a winter 2024, a spring 20. There's all kind of gaps in their Phase 6
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
So obviously the only 3 concrete things there are Fantastic Four, Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret War. So you know, if that I'm telling you, Secret War is ambitious as fuck, dude. And like when it came out and the book came out in the 80s, it was ambitious then. A movie, bro?
Yeah, it was basically like the idea of that story, wasn't it? Basically just to make toys and stuff. Like they
Yes,
asked like,
originally,
like,
yes.
boys
It's-
what their favorite words were, and it was secret and war. So they said, "Oh, Secret Wars looks."
Yeah.
Secret Wars was also prominent because it introduced Spider-Man in the black suit.
Yep,
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
Yep, it did. Yep. before they gave the origin story of
which gives the theory, or gives some credibility to the theories that are being put out there, that because of the Venom part of the symbiote that dropped in the MCU when when Tom Hardy was there, that Tom Holland Spider-Man's going to encounter the symbiote, going to have it, and then it's going to, people are theorizing, they would force Tobey and Andrew's Spider-Man to become involved and fight him to help him get rid of the symbiote, because Tobey knows what it does to you.
Yes.
that'd be tough.
And Andrew doesn't know because he's never had a third. I'm sorry, he needs a third movie.
He needs a third movie.
Yes.
He probably needs a third movie.
Also, I have a big issue with like introducing the X-Men. Like, are they gonna introduce it in like the main continuity, like the main MCU universe?
There's a theory running around that the reason why the Fantastic Four and the X-Men are not in the mainline 616 Marvel Cinematic Universe canon is because Kang had them taken out of it.
Well, okay, yeah, okay. If that's the reason, that'd be pretty cool. It's like it reminds me of like when Dr. Manhattan erased Wally West from DC Comics.
Well, also, isn't there an issue with the contracts where Marvel can't recast the X-Men until like 2025?
There is that going around too. I haven't seen any validity towards that, but I have seen that statement make the rounds. I don't know how true it is, but I have seen that statement make the rounds.
Right.
See, that's the other thing. Which Secret Wars is it? Is it 84 or is it the most current one? I think they're going to do what they did with Infinity War and have a blend of Infinity Gauntlet and the most recent Infinity Story. It's going to be a blend of the two.
Yeah. What was the recent Infinity Story? I haven't read that one.
I think it's just Infinity and introduced the Black Order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Black. Yeah.
MCU versus X-Men will be a face. If this is true right here, that holds with what Dawson was just saying about them not being able to recast until a certain year that we hit. Which would look, man, it's fun to talk about this shit. And like I said, I did want to bring this up because I want to see, pretty much what we're all excited for. We're all excited for. We're gonna watch all of it. We're gonna consume it. We're gonna give our commentary on what we think about all this stuff. I just, hopefully that. And I've said it before on plenty of things. It's where my heart lies when it comes to this stuff. It's DC. That's what I grew up with. That's what I read when I was a kid.
Why do you have to bring up DC?
Hey man, because that's where it's at, dude.
That's all DC fans.
Yes, we're DC fans. But that's like, you know what I mean? Like I've said it plenty of times. When I was a kid, the only Marvel that I've read was X-Men and Spider-Man. That's it. Didn't read Captain America, none of that stuff. But when it came to DC, it was all of that shit, man. And so like it does, DC, it hurts on the level. I think we've gotten a pretty what up, McLovin? What's good, homie?
What
Thanks
up?
for stopping through. I think it's we're kind of getting we're used to the heartbreak, I could say, at this point in time. It never get too used to it, but we are to the point where like it's not gonna kill us to see stuff happen. Obviously, we were hoping to see our good man Henry Cavill show up this past weekend. Didn't. We don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully, we get some news about that soon. And the Batman 2 going to be fire, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will, man.
Which Gavin made a good point about that. They didn't mention anything about the Batman stuff.
Nope.
Yeah,
at Comic-Con.
Didn't even mention their movie that opened yesterday. Yeah. They didn't even mention their animated film that opened yesterday. Not at all in the whole thing. See, Axel got this.
This is for a poster, like for my fan film.
That's dope,
started
man.
making.
Hey, I like the little. I like the texture of Batman's suit and shit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Is that you right there?
Yeah, that's me in the mask. No, and Batman is played by someone else. So.
Oh, okay. Oh,
it's not Robert Pattinson or Ben Affleck.
Well, I kind of figured that.
Cast me as Alfred, bro. Let me be the young Alfred and shit, man. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Can I be Jason Todd?
Master Bruce. Master Bruce, put down that. No, okay. Yeah.
Bruce, get the fuck out of here.
Well, what's it? David Zaslav, please.
That's actually a really good point because Alan Horn was kind of asked about that. He mentioned that Zaslav is a great businessman, but he's never ran a movie studio. So that's the reason why Horn is being brought in. He's there. Yeah. He's there for insight, advisory purposes, and more than likely, whatever kind of decision making Zaslav has to do in regards to the filmmaking side, he's more than likely going to consult Alan Horn on it.
Yes, which is
good.
Which is dope. Yes. Joey says he'll be Penguin in your fan film, man. Just go ahead and cast him, bro. He's take it easy, sweetheart. All right, so real quick, man, we've hit the 2-hour mark, and to wrap up the show, I did want to hit up on a couple things really quick. Damn it, where the hell is it? I got too many tabs open. Oh no. Okay, here we go. So this happened earlier today. All right, and with regards, if you do not know what Project Justice League 2 is, Project Justice League is the Andre Nicotina and Ryan Zerafet and a couple of very good artists and visual effects guys who can animate things and things. They took what Zack Snyder had with the storyboards that were released last year, and they made them into a motion comic, man. And it's absolutely incredible, and it's dope. And I had the privilege of voicing a character there. And so Mick put this out here. You know, he's in TPZ, so he does. You know, he's in communication with Zack Snyder himself. And he says that Zack thinks the idea is cool. Keep up the awesome, positive work on this, guys. And obviously, you can see some tweets or some things here on Vero. Jacob Torres posted where he's put fire Zack like that. And Meg put some out there. The new trailer for that Project Justice League 2 is out, and obviously Zack showed his love for that. And here's another post from Mick.
Yep.
And then another thing right here from Kaglar, he says that Nicotina should reveal, and he put that out there, and Zack showed some love for it, which is absolutely fire. Look at here. It's true. Yeah, it's dope. It says, "Oh my God, it's amazing." Yes. So, without further, I did want to show you don't know the what? My fucking internet is acting. It's acting a fool this week, man.
Yeah, I mean, you tried to share that clip from Foreign Nerds yesterday. It didn't work.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this shit.
Where's ACS is live?
KFC Wi-Fi.
Nah, man, it's actually pretty. Oh, here we go. All right, let me see.
Yeah, speaking of internet, that's how I found out all my house's power was out for half the day today.
Oh,
like my internet's gone. No crap. Did I pay the internet bill? Okay, that's paid. Turn on the light. Oh, that's not on.
Oh shit. All right, so here we go. Here's the trailer. Project Sleep Part 2. Can y'all hear that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit looks fire on the full screen.
Across the world, beyond paradigms, their minds being completely controlled by Darkseid.
You don't stand a chance against Darkseid and his army.
You have to warn the others.
And now God bends to
my will.
Are you voicing Lex Luthor?
Tell me that.
No.
It'll change everything.
I'm still holding out hope that there's going to be a little Joker tease in there, but one can wish.
Yeah, whose other voices was in the trailer? Like,
we are not at liberty to disclose.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
You heard mine.
Yeah, I heard.
So yeah. There you go. Obviously that thing is coming soon. And we can't wait to see. Honestly, I haven't seen it, so I just know I'm a part of it. I have not seen the conclusion. Right. The part 2, I haven't seen it, so I will wait and watch part 2 with the rest of everybody else, because I think that'd be absolutely incredible just to experience it at the same time everybody else does. I'm sure it'll drop rather early. I'll be at work and I'll be like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? Trying to watch that shit in secret so I don't get in trouble or whatever.
I'm gonna watch that in class.
Do what? You can watch yours in class? Hey man, do what you do, man. And you'll put it on get on there and put it on the fucking y'all have a projector? Project that shit.
Yeah, we got that.
Dude. Yeah, dude, that's the only way to watch it, man.
Yo, motherfuckers, let's watch this shit.
Relax.
Oh.
All right, but anyway, that's the show, guys. Love hanging out on Friday nights, man. It's cool. It's cool.
I'll get to literally hang out with you on Friday.
Yeah, man. I'll see you. Yes. If you don't know, what the what's it called? The Big Lick Comic Con is next week, and Dawson's gonna have a booth where he's be selling his art. And I always think that's fire, dude. Like
got the posters in and everything.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were signing autographs after playing Vigilante and Peacemaker.
I don't want this stunted slime in my sight again.
Oh man! He said, "Peace out, y'all." I brought so close. Yo, hey, Gavin. Hey, man. Yes,
we love you, Gavin.
Close to the season, and I can't. Instant Replay is coming, bro. Next couple months, Instant Replay will return, and we'll be talking some football and shit. I can't wait. The news is getting fucking heavy, right? As far as if you watch ESPN or NFL Network and stuff like that, it's almost time, bro. And so it'll be there. And what you guys know, I'll be here every Tuesday talking football, like I always do every season. So, I appreciate everybody watched Dawson, man. Where can they find you, bro?
Well, you can find me, of course, on Twitter at NIMW32, as well as on Instagram. I want to make sure I get this tag right. I think it's the same. Actually, no, it's DJW32Art. And also, you can check me out on the Four Nerds Network every Thursday. And if you're in the Roanoke, Virginia area this next weekend, you can find me in the artists section of the Big Lick Comic Con selling posters. I got a couple ones down here. I got many more coming later this week. All my books that I have about 30 books that I'll be selling there. So be sure to stop on by if you can. I'll be sure to take a lot of videos.
You've also got a good TikTok going on. Like posting a lot.
That's true.
True. I do have TikTok going on. TikTok. My tag is.
That's what I'm there for. Documentation, bro. So
documentation.
Yeah, you did like that MCU ranking.
Hey, that's how. I'll make sure he gets some good footage of interactions with the fans and things.
And if you play your cards right, I might be able to get some things signed by Mark Wade.
Ooh, interesting.
You can also catch a Dawson exclusively in the first season of Peacemaker's Vigilante.
You son of a.
And he was also in Daredevil. He played.
Anyways, check out my TikTok at DJW32Art. So y'all can just shove it.
And you can also find Anthony in.
What?
Why?
Finding Nemo?
Why does everybody always compare me to like the worst characters and things? Why is that?
It's not the character wise. I think it's just the look, man. Y'all have like a.
Why do I look like these characters?
I don't know.
Why?
Man. You got to ask about the
mother, father. What the heck happened?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So done.
But anyway, and so Phil, man, where can they find you, man?
Oh, Unfiltered, Instagram, Twitter, Vero. You can listen to my podcast, Superhero Stress, as well as The Eternal Night on Podbean. You can catch me on the Four Nerds most Thursdays. You can catch me here most Fridays. You can maybe catch me on the Nicotina Show every now and again as well.
Nice.
There you go.
Drogo, man, where can they find you, man?
You can find. What was that? You can find me on
try that again.
You can find me on Twitter by Axel R. Droger because my old account got permanently suspended. Find me on Instagram by Axel Droger and DeviantArt, Vero. Okay. And TikTok as well. So yeah, you can find me there. And yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on. Of course, all you guys, like I said, man, Friday nights, man, a lot of people have a lot of shit to do. If you watch the show, I appreciate it. I really do. You have no idea how much. And obviously, no show next Friday because I will be in Virginia. We'll be fucking hanging out.
Let's go.
We're doing some Comic-Con shit. But yeah, until you see me again, man, probably Sunday World's Finest and shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the same deal of stuff. But yeah, man, we appreciate it. And as always, if you watch the show, man, I've seen a lot of support in the chat, which is absolutely incredible and fire. And I've even seen some disagreements in the chat, but they were civil disagreements, which is the greatest kind of disagreements you could have. I love conversations between people who don't agree with stuff because if it's a cool conversation and you could kind of at some point in time see eye to eye, it's always dope. And so I that's the kind of interactions I like to see. Unfortunately, we don't always see those kind of interactions. Shit gets fucking sideways. Shit gets crazy. And you know, if you are not the open-minded person that we all are, and you can't just, you know, sometimes you got to see things from a different perspective. Might not change your mind, but at least you're willing to listen. If you're not willing to listen, well, I have a message for you, man. Yo, see y'all next time.